Hi, I'm Star Williams.
And I am Venus Crystal.
And welcome back to the Truly Imagination Podcast.
Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, yay! We're back, baby,
Yes.
with a very special episode today.
Something tells me it's gonna be a lot of BS.
For anyone who doesn't know, I write these weird journals. I have been doing so since the pandemic started. It was actually the original book that I was gonna write was a journal. I was gonna start journaling like a normal person. Um, but then the pandemic started, so it was like, well, I can't really journal about this. This is boring. So, because I'm an only child and I was stuck in the house by myself, with only my parents for company, I went kind of crazy. I didn't go crazy. There was not really anyone to outlet my thoughts onto. So, I wrote these books. And I wrote one. I filled one up. And then filled another one up. And then another. And
Another
another.
one.
Yeah, and then it kept going. And I have one that I'm working on right now. The sixth one. The fifth one being, I think the fifth one is my favorite because it's the one that I was writing for college.
Mm.
Like that entire book is just college. And the shit I was doing in college. And there are some bangers in that one, and I'm excited to read that one. But I don't want to just jump into the amazing, awesome fifth book when we haven't even given light to the ones that came before it because
Yeah.
still do have some interesting shit that comes from a very innocent yet strange mind.
Interesting. You're gonna have one heck of an autobiography one day.
Oh boy, my biopic is gonna be fucking insane.
Mm.
Although what I do find funny is this was your idea, Patrick. You were the one who thought this would be a good idea. I'm just wondering why.
I don't remember.
Curious. You just want me to read my weird shit, so
I just think a bunch of weird people will relate to your weird things.
yeah, or maybe I'll get put in an asylum. We don't know. But without further ado, let us begin, shall we? I
Begin.
might actually send you some pictures for context. But for now, we'll just read. That way, not everyone's completely in the dark. So this one, the first one is very interesting. It's a book that was like a bunch of horses, but I painted over it in black nail polish, stuck a bunch of like foam scrapbook words and Undertale character stickers on it, and a bunch of weird like X bubbles that say like swear words, and then there's a Vans off the wall sticker. All of the books of bullshit are decorated in strange ways, so this is fairly common. You'll see. I'll send photos of all of them when we get around to doing them.
Each of them have
It
a very
opens.
unique Fiona.
Yes, very much so. Every book is different. Every book is unique. Um, or just random notebooks that I would find or I would purchase and then forget about. So that's the kind of the cool thing about it. It just so happens that I like just find these notebooks and they've just become these kind of like inward outlooks into my life. Wow, wow. The first page where I say parents do not read this is like plastered over a date that says December 31st, 2019.
Hmm.
And also on the other page it says if anyone reads this, then you are an invasive little bitch. JK, read it. Wow. I'm the queen of mixed messages. And another thing about this one is this one was written when I was in my very first relationship ever, and there's a lot of like lovey-dovey shit. And the thing with me is when things end, I like to go very hardcore and I will rid myself of everything that I ever like if they gave me something, I rid myself of it. If like They texted me nice shit. I delete the messages because I don't want to look at it. If I wrote nice stuff, like, or like mushy stuff about the relationship, I cover it up with nail polish and stick the pages together so I can't read it. It's my way of getting over breakups. It's weird, but it works.
You also throw rocks away.
Yes, I do. I do that. I throw rocks. I throw necklaces. I throw a lot of shit in the river. Some fish is wearing a necklace. It's like iced out. That's one iced out fish. He's living large. And the rock, yes, I did throw that away. I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. That sounds so mean, but I don't. It was deserved. He gave it to me. It's like once it's mine, it's mine.
Hmm.
Anyway, so the first thing in this one is a dream journal. Do we want to hear this, Patrick?
Um.
That was not a.
Sorry. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's listen to some dreams. Some dreams, dreams,
All right.
dream, 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 dream.
You ruined my dream journal. Right. So this was on February 22nd, 2020.
That was my 18th.
I was on some weird trip to a rundown area for some reason. We were a small group with some people I didn't know and my friend. We were at some bar where there was flashing lights and a falling car, and some killer guy was on the loose. Then in this dream, my friend and I, not gonna read that, not gonna read that, not gonna read that. There was a point in the dream where I was in a weird Day of the Dead voodoo neon market grinding on a skeleton, and some guy from TikTok was hitting on me. Also, there were waffles in the shape of hearts. Then we were in some guy's shop, and he was trying to sell a baseball for money for his kid or something. Then there were lesbian strippers. Then, after driving past an abandoned CVS pharmacy, I woke up. LMAO and Fiona Smith. And then there's a pentagram at the bottom for some reason.
Hmm.
I have weird dreams. And oh my god, these pages are really crusted together. Nail polish, Jesus Christ. I
Some
think
nice
that's the
thing.
shame is all the good things are censored. Hmm?
And some nice things were thrown away with the
Yeah,
nail polish.
very much so. Well, the problem is sometimes I go back in these and I will like be like, oh, this was shit. I'm gonna cover it up with painter's tape, or I'll like read it and then I'll comment on it. Like if I was like being really emo and I was like, oh, life means nothing. I'm gonna be alone forever. I would like find it like a couple of years later and take a gel pen and be like, shut up, you emo bitch. You were fine. Calm the fuck down. Here's a good one. A lot of these are also things I found on TikTok because this was back in the day when I had TikTok. Um, Dr. Seuss cheated on his wife for 13 years while she had cancer and married his mistress after she died. He'd be like, one bitch, two bitch, dead bitch, new bitch.
I
Good
saw
scene.
that one many years ago as
Yeah.
well.
A lot of the beginning of my writing was just writing down funny things I heard. And it wasn't until a couple books in that we get the weird shit from myself and others that I knew. Because I believe you have a quote in there somewhere in the fifth book. But the fifth book has features from everybody.
Hey, if I manage to get a quote in there, I'm a little concerned about what it is because I can barely remember what I said.
Don't worry, it's fine. There's another one from this was from the show Orange is the New Black, which I was watching in quarantine because it was really long and I needed something to do. That show is weird. Hmm. And now, by the power vested in me by some website I forget the name of and the Federal Department of Corrections, I now pronounce you prison married. Apparently, I thought that quote was so good that I had to write it down. Don't know why.
Your sense of
Damn, there's
humor has
some.
certainly evolved.
Yes, it has. Jesus Christ, there's so much painter's tape. Also, another half of these are just Game Grumps quotes that I didn't know were Game Grumps quotes because I had never seen Game Grumps until like 2021. So
Hmm.
imagine my surprise when Bienvenue Power Bottoms turned up in Game Grumps. I was like, hey, that's in my book. It's like, yeah, Fiona. Because half of the meme quotes of your childhood are Game Grumps quotes.
More.
Oh, and now I'm finding random quotes from Undertale comic voice dubs.
Are we in your Undertale era?
Well, the Undertale era had been going strong for 3 years at that point. So,
Oh, I see.
but it was, this one, I admit, some mistakes were made. Murders. Some murders were made. Oh, and this is when they did, you know that Tumblr meme where it's like, if it bites you and you die, it's venomous. If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous thing?
That video actually came across my page literally like 3 days ago.
There's an Undertale version of it, and that's how I know of it because I just remember Metaton going, "What if we bite each other and neither of us die?" That's kinky. When I do it, I sound like James from Pokemon. No one's carried me since my mama. Oh boy. Just found some art that I did. It's like we were supposed to take a picture of our hand and put like these like nice happy words on it, but because I was a little grumpy asshole, I I did one for the assignment because I like not pissing people off, but I also did one that says anger, separation, regretful, no control, sickness, death, greed, etc., etc. Next to one that says love, health, distancing, friends, walks, comedy. Comedy? What the fuck? There was no comedy. Oh, yes, there was, because we watched Stephen Colbert. Um, yeah. There's a lot of like art in here, or just me being really emo and grouchy, which I think is deserved, but still, it's kind of funny.
Nice.
We have the iconic Adam Driver quote in here. I just had sex and I'm about to eat nachos. It's the greatest day of my life. That quote's in here.
That's closer to the quote book kind of
Yeah,
attitude.
very much so. But it was mostly like quotes and random things I heard before I started writing my own thoughts down. In the second one, that starts happening. This is a birthday card from that my friend made me. It's sweet. Hookers and blow. Um, ask God to be there when you're having sex. That's a. You want to hear a quote from my father?
Ah, this ought to be
There's one
interesting.
from. You don't know something until you know it. My dad. April May 9th, 2020.
Well, that's
May 19th, 2020.
that's just true.
Wow, that was almost.
Hmm.
I mean, he's not wrong. You don't know something until you know it. Oh God, Eddie Murphy Goes to Shrexico. It's a movie I would watch. I think that's a JonTron quote. Stickers. Oh, here's another quote from my dad. For the context, I believe we were watching either 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street. My dad just goes, "Watch the fisting, God damn it!" I don't remember which one that was, but it was one of the Jump Streets. Oh, here's some. Remember when I said I write down some really meta shit,
Mhm.
some really edgy shit?
Yes.
Here's something I wrote. It's not too edgy for YouTube. It's just kind of cringe edgy.
Go ahead.
Step 1. Find someone you care about. Step 2. Stay far away from them so you don't ruin their life. Jesus Christ. And then it gets better because I guess I went back and wrote under step 1 I wrote except no one does care about me. And then under step two, it's because that's all I ever do. It's like, fucking Christ, Fiona, you weren't that bad of a person. Like, Jesus. You know, in the grand scheme of life ruining, I did less life ruining than most people did to me. So, no, I think that, like, that was not deserved. Like, I do some fucked up shit sometimes, but the reason I was writing that was not needed because the person that I was writing it about was worse to me than I was to them. So,
Hmm.
sorry, my allergies. Well, here's one. Here's an original one from me. I'm a classy hoe. You're a trashy hoe. Is I was obsessed with being a hoe when I was 16. Very bad idea. Oh,
Well
there's
done.
so much. What?
Well done at
What?
being obsessed with that at 16.
You're saying I'm not done with being obsessed? Listen, dude, I am a hoe in theory, not in practice. We've established this. I
Oh,
tried to practice it once and it failed.
well now you've got a new quote.
I tried to practice the whole life and I failed.
I'm a great one in theory, but not in practice.
A hoe in theory, but not in practice is in one of these books somewhere.
Oh, right on.
I didn't choose the whole life. The whole life chose me, except it didn't. I kind of just forced my way into that shit and then realized I can't do that. My god, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'll cook myself and then submit that to the cooking contest. That's a YouTube quote. A lot of shit. Oh, that's some Pokemon cards. Alright, so we've got to the end of that book. A lot of it I didn't read because most of it is just random bullshit that I wrote. Or it's like random bits of art that you can't really comment on. Here's the end. It says, "This is the last page of the book. Thanks for reading this chaotic hellfire." And then just a lot of pages of question marks and exclamation marks and oh, friendships I ruined. Except all the people that I write is they all sucked. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, how are we looking for time?
22 minutes remaining.
Right, so do we want to move on to the second book?
Yes.
All right. So the second book is a bit beat up. Um, it has like I'll send photos, but it has like a bunch of Undertale stickers on it, and it's like this really pretty like what are those plants called? The ones that like kind of just live on their own and don't need water. Like the ones that look like jewels and they're I can't fucking remember. And it says "No dick, please" in more foam scrapbook letters. Anyway, yeah, some of these I went back and like decorated. Anyway, Book of Memories 2, Summer Edition. Same as last time. Don't read the fucking book, okay? FS. Oh yeah, I sign everything that I've written. And also it says "Welcome to Hell, motherfuckers" on July 20th, 2020. This was in the summer. Let's see, is there anything good in here? Ah. And so the three good fairies casted Sleepy Bitch Disease. I think that was a meme about Sleeping Beauty. That's some Undertale shit that I don't want to read.
Sounds like something Matt Berry would say.
Oh, I have a Matt Berry one, but I think it's in the third one.
New York City.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a poem I wrote?
For sure. For sure.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Get in the fucking van. I am Pink Chan.
What, like Filthy Frank?
I don't know, but that works. Oh, there's some more Undertale voice dub lines in here. I will be forced to detonate the device, killing us both.
Is
You
that
edgy
one
bitch.
Papyrus?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Yeah.
Papyrus, I cook spaghetti. Oh, here's a song I wrote to the tune of Even even to the tune of Steven Universe.
Ah.
It's very yeah, but I'm not gonna. That's gonna be very disappointing that I mentioned it, but not gonna sing it. But it sucks. I don't need that voice clip out there on the internet. Oh, there's so much stuff in here. Macaroni and cheese. It was a quote that one of my friends said like 2 years prior, because we were doing a BuzzFeed quiz, and I was like macaroni and cheese, and she just went fuckaroni and cheese. It's like he was very good at not hearing what I said. So bad. You want to hear another good quote by me?
Absolutely. Always.
If the shit is stuck in the asshole, you gotta beat the shit out of the asshole.
Huh.
Didn't know I was so violent.
Let's put that on a t-shirt and sell it.
Oh boy. The fact that that came out of my little brain is kind of disturbing, especially in like 2020 when nothing was going wrong in my life other than the pandemic.
You probably just came across somebody who was really annoying.
Oh boy, well I had many of those. Here's another one. This was me talking to my friend again. Wouldn't boob tea be really milky 'cause lactation? And then I just sign it because, I need to be credited for my obvious, like, philosophical level quotes here.
One day they'll
Oh,
be
here's another
published
one.
and people will quote them all the time and you'll be like, wow, I really was right.
Yeah, like this one where here I'm gonna step back a little bit. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Actually, my father is upstairs. Father, can't hear me. Good. Mama Steve. That's a quote in there. It just says in asterisks, screams aggressively, Mama Steve. It says me, lol.
Hmm.
I think I was watching Stranger Things at that point.
Very interesting.
Very well. Steve Harrington's my favorite character. In which is a surprise. You'd think it'd be Robin, but no,
I
it's Steve
have never
Harrington.
watched Stranger Things.
Steve Harrington is the best character. He's funny. Oh, and here's another one. This is a quote from me from 2017. This was after the proposal story. This iconic quote. It's the I hate the dirty fool that pushes me into the death that is love. Iconic. Truly iconic of the time. Anyone who knows me knows that quote from like middle school. And then there's Animal Crossing items that I wanted to get because I was really into Animal Crossing. Oh, wow. The first time I ever heard the words go to horny jail, I wrote them down. August 6th, 2020. When I learned
Bonk.
what horny jail was. Bonk. I learned about the bonk. Oh, here's the Danny DeVito quote. Look, if life pushes you down, you gotta push back. You dealt a bunch of lemons. You gotta take those lemons and stuff them down someone's throat until they see yellow.
So anyway, I started blasting.
My pieces. Is there anything that isn't sex related? Jesus Christ. Oh, here's another one. If you get a divorce in Alabama, are you still brother and sister?
That one was kind of funny.
Yeah, that one's not by me. I think that was from when Quackity was doing those like Minecraft's Got Talent. Someone was like doing a harmonica thing, and they're like, "If you get a divorce in Alabama, now, are you still considered brother and sister?"
I'd have to go back. I'd have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's the one with Mr. Beast and KSI, because next to it is Mr. Beast saying, "Jesus, what is with everyone in Tokyo Ghoul? And KSI just goes, no! No to everything! I found that so funny at the time.
Discord's Got Talent with Mr. Beast and KSI.
Yeah, Discord's got talent. Yes. And, oh god, there's so much shit. Oh, here's another one. Code Gay Ass. It was just by some German weeb who was showing people his anime collection. And then some Stephen Colbert quotes. Oh, here's me screaming something when I stubbed my toe. Ow! Fucking assholes of Narnia, The Last Airbender. It has no, like, semblance of comedy other than I just said it because I stubbed my toe. God, there's... Oh! And then there is, I wrote down the entire Smash Bros. Roster, but Google translated.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da,
You want me to see if I can... Want me to see if I can, like, read that?
Sure.
Moria, lasagna, peep cree, Gazy, Rosa and Rosa, wow, wow light, Dr. Man, yo, expand dong, Hong Kong, nice, stink, stinker, toot no, Zordo, Shrek, gay cannon, poke my ass, chunk, fat, me too, chunk, Lucio, fart, Cena, rar XD, yikes, trash bin, corn, funny, false, fluffy, anus, zero anus, diddle, Captain Shield, Kirbrbrbrbrr, beta male, King Com, shit, fart shit, tuna, mess, ass, cuck duck, run, oh, Shrek, Link, Overwatch, MacBook, boob, World War II, Pam Man, Snake, ooh woo, Megamind, soon, Cooch, Gayonetta, kill me,
Well, that was quite the lineup of characters.
Very. I'm really excited about the next Smash Bros. Lineup. It sounds like it's gonna be great. Don't ask for sock pics unless you're willing to commit.
What? Huh?
Don't ask for sock pics unless you're willing to commit. That's a Smosh quote from Shane Top. So like the newer era of Smosh, not
from
the
Shane.
era.
Okay. I don't remember
Yeah.
what it's. I mean, I'm a.
From when they read Courtney's journals.
Oh, was this
Don't ask
during
for
one of the
sock
sleepovers
pics
then?
unless
Because
you're
I don't
willing to
watch the
commit.
sleepovers.
They're married now.
Yes, I'm aware.
That's so freaky.
They're best friends.
didn't
Of course, they're
expect
gonna
that.
get married.
What?
Best friends should always marry each other.
Did that though, I'd probably be in some trouble. But, here's another one. You've heard of Guitar Hero. Now get ready for Ukulele Villain.
Ukulele
The random
villain.
TikTok. Ukulele Villain. Well, I mean, in this day and age, we already kind of have a ukulele villain.
Would that happen to
Don't-
be
That.
the what? I'm trying to think of her name because I can't remember it anymore.
It's Colleen Ballinger.
Yeah, I did.
So
I
I
didn't
kind
know
of predicted
her
the
real.
future with that one.
What?
Yeah. I kind of predicted the future with that one. You heard of Guitar Hero? Now get ready for Ukulele Villain.
There we go.
We got ourselves a ukulele villain in 2024. Or 2023, actually. There's one of me screaming, "Is this modest enough, Daddy Jesus?" And apparently I died of laughter because that was so funny. Except it really wasn't. Oh my god. All of the fucking... Okay, this is some bullshit. We're not reading through this. Oh god. More... Oh! Here's another one by me that kind of matches up to how I am today. My aged perfume smells like an orgasm.
Okay.
Yeah, I like perfume, if you couldn't tell.
Well, I
And
saw on
also,
your story that
can
you
I
had a
can I
bunch of them.
I need to preface this. I need to preface this because you know what that sounds like? I didn't know what an orgasm was because I was still a virgin. So anything I say about sex is completely bullshit. I didn't have it till like I was 18. So anything I say is utter bullshit.
Huh.
I don't know why I'm whispering.
Because I guess it might be a bit of a taboo conversation.
That could be true. Oh, I love this. I really wanted to read this because it's really funny. Because the thing about this book is it can switch from me being like depressed and meta and like really like edgy to just like borderline insanity. And I think this is one of the best examples where at first there's like this like kind of like semi poem and then a weird quote, but I like to say them together because it just the duality is so stark. You're okay. You're just fine. But the more I say it, my brain says it's a lie. I feel so cold and so alone. I'm like a lucky charm. I'm magically delicious. The duality of man. I
A
just
box of
love that
Lucky
those are next.
Charms, they're magically delicious.
Also, that last part is an original quote from me because I have problems. Oh, here's a good one that can describe most of my life. I knew what I was getting. I was still disappointed. I don't even know why I said that, but I did. Then there's more. Come up with a plan to go meet the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh
Just on
yeah.
one page and nothing else. Oh, more Undertale stickers. Uh, there's a Stewie quote in here from
Oh, oh,
when
let me hear it. I'll say it. Hopefully.
it's from the one where it's from the episode because I saw this meme. It's from when Meg is going to see the mall Santas and she's like she wants to sit on his lap and she goes, "Meg, are you okay? You look like mom when she sits on the washing machine."
Oh, Meg, are you okay? You look like Mum when she's on the washing machine.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that in my book. I don't know why that needed to be immortalized, but it is. Oh, here's a quote by me. This was when I was talking to my friend about how I had seen some like Pyrus X Sans shipping material in a Undertale fan compilation, and it was to the song Aishite. So I say, my eyes got cancer that day. Aishite, more like I have eye cancer now. Which honestly, it works. Oh, hey, you want another quote by me? This is just basically the episode. Just do you want to hear another quote by me? I'll take that as a yes. Well, while you were having sex, somebody fucking died. I don't know why I can remember the tune that needs to be sung in so many years later, but I can.
Magic.
Magic. Don't look at it. Can you stop? Discover Minecraft. Oh yeah, that's what happens when we put subtitles on our presentation. Because there's a thing you can do in Google PowerPoint where you can turn on subtitles where it will try and pick up your voice and translate it for deaf people for some reason. And we accidentally turned that on once and it was the funniest thing ever. I loved that. That was a hilarious time.
Wow.
Oh, here's a gem. If a child is red, it's the son of Clifford. If a child is orange, it's the son of Donald Trump. If a child is yellow, it's the child of Homer Simpson. If your child is green, it's the son of Shrek. If your son is blue, it's the son of Megamind. And if your child is purple, it's the son of Thanos. Infinity Children.
Okay.
Damn, the shit that I would write. Um, is there anything? Oh, there's another one where we built snowmen, and one of my classmates built a really tall one, and I wanted to knock it down. And I asked him if I could go like punch it, and he responded with, "No, don't knock it down. It has to fall on some child to assert dominance."
That
And I
sounds like
kept
your
that.
sense of humor because, I mean, I know you hate children.
Yeah, and that's why I kept it. And then there's a book idea that I wrote for the last few pages, and then that is done. That is the second book finished.
Well, we only have about 5 minutes remaining, so I don't.
Oh.
We don't really.
But I will
Let's.
do an excerpt from the fifth book, so maybe people will get interested in it. I don't know, but let me find an excerpt to read. There. Let me find it. Do. Ah, here's a quote from Chris, our professor. Jesus was taught by Uta Hagen.
Yeah, Jesus was taught by Uta Hagen.
So yeah, that's I don't know if people find that interesting, but that for you, Patrick, and anyone who knows me, that's some of the shit that's coming in the fifth book if we make it past 3 and 4. So because in the next episode, I believe that's what we will do. We will cover books 3 and 4, um, which should be interesting because book 3 is when I experienced my first breakup. Book 4 is the when I was graduating high school. So they should be very interesting. A lot of emotions.
Wow.
And that's where most of the dream journal stuff starts because before we didn't have many dream journals. You get loads of dream journals from book 3 onward.
Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream.
Dream a dream, get us out. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hay, fast asleep. Dream a dream, you little bleep. Dream, 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 dream.
Taylor Lautner, everybody.
That's a great way to end the podcast.
No, well, I mean, we still have 2.5 minutes, so.
Yeah. So for the last 2 minutes, why don't you share your thoughts on the first two books?
Well, Fiona, I can tell you you've come far, but not too far.
Oh my god. I mean, maybe one day I'll actually bring them with me and I can show you some of the shit that's in them so you can really see how strange I was. Because reading them, like, it does them justice, but if you don't see the way I wrote them or the way they're like what they're next to, it's like then you fully grasp it. But reading them's fun because it just
Firmly
I
grasp
put
it.
they're funny, but it gets way more funny when I put other people's quotes in because it's like then you get to see other people's weird brains.
Everybody has a weird brain.
Yes, that's why this podcast exists.
Yeah. That's pretty much true though. This podcast exists to share weird thoughts, promote local artists,
Yep,
and 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 yeah.
it is certainly interesting.
I think it would be interesting to have a guest for the next episode as well.
That would be a great idea.
I don't think I have anyone I can arrange.
Dude, it's just a matter of arranging it.
That's fair enough. Well, folks, this has been a pretty good episode, I think. It's been certainly a lot of quotes and stories and
Weird shit.
that. Anyways, thank you all so much for listening or watching or whatever you. I don't know.
Dude.
No, I was gonna say whatever you pleasure yourself to, but that doesn't sound right.
God, that's
Uh, write that down.
Oh yeah, that's going in the call book.
All right. Have a good one, everybody. Bye bye.